Coming off the most disappointing Call of Duty ever, Modern Warfare 3 might have been the most hyped game of all time, delivering changes to the game based on fan feedback that should have made it an absolute smash hit. But somehow the game is quickly becoming one of the biggest letdowns I've seen in gaming since Cyberpunk 2077. This is reopening a door for XDefiant that many people thought was already closed based off the hype for Call of Duty this year. But there's one major factor holding Modern Warfare 3 back, and XDefiant is in position to steal the spotlight. Modern Warfare 3 should have launched to massive praise, great reviews, and tons of positive feedback surrounding the game. Call of Duty fans have gotten many of the changes and features we've been asking for a long time now. Let's do a quick rundown of some of those changes. The classic minimap returns, we got faster paced movement, slide canceling returns, dead silence returns as a perk, we've got a longer time to kill, we've got amazing weapon camos and reasonable challenges to unlock them, and remastering the original Modern Warfare 2 maps that people have been begging for years. Modern Warfare 3 is quickly becoming an example that you can have the perfect game, check all the boxes, but if you still have strict skill-based matchmaking, it ruins the entire game, not only for pro players, but players of every skill level. Sledgehammer Games just did an AMA on Reddit for Modern Warfare 3, and I was curious, so I went to the AMA page, scrolled down a bit, loaded a few comments, and then did a search for the term sbmm, and I got over 400 results. That's not even loading the entire page. Almost every other question is about the matchmaking. And while the vast majority of fans were asking for it to be toned down or removed completely, plenty of people were actually being extremely reasonable about it and just asking for an explanation on why it's so strong in this game. Unfortunately, we know the sad truth is that they're under some sort of non-disclosure agreement not to talk about it. Clearly, all development studios, from Treyarch to Sledgehammer to Beanox, all the support studios are under some sort of strict order from Activision to not respond or even mention anything about the matchmaking. It's become such a problem that YouTuber Blame Truth says that he has an internal source saying that they're aware that it's a problem and is even causing players to leave the game. Now, whether you believe that or not is completely up to you, but I think that's a pretty realistic thing to believe. So what does all of this have to do with XDefiant? Well, initially there was a ton of hype around the game during and after the open beta in the summer, and the studio head Mark Rubin said the game was scheduled to be released late summer or early fall at the latest. It seems like fans were eager to get into the game and have something to play until the release of Modern Warfare 3, but some issues were discovered during development and they didn't get the green light for the full release, as well as Mark saying that the game was just not where it needed to be for a full launch. Fans of the beta, myself included, were extremely disappointed that the game was delayed. Once the beta and marketing material for Modern Warfare 3 started to hit the internet, showcasing all of the changes that were coming to the game, fans essentially wrote XDefiant off, claiming that they missed their opportunity and that the game would be a dead release, ultimately suffering the same fate as a game like Splitgate, launching to a massive player base and just dying off shortly after. Now that fans have seen the full launch of Modern Warfare 3 and had a taste of that new era matchmaking, they might be changing their tune a bit. If you don't know, a large part of the philosophy behind XDefiant is that they will not have a strong skill-based matchmaking system in place, that the game will feel more similar to the classic Call of Duty matchmaking pre-Modern Warfare 2019 era, where your connection will have a high priority in your matchmaking and you'll be put into a lobby with an almost random group of people, and those players will be balanced across the teams for a more fair experience. This ensures that your game will always feel smooth due to a better connection to the servers, and you also have a lot more variety in your gameplay experience. Some games you might get stomped on, but then you'll have other games where you'll get to do the stomping. Once XDefiant finally goes gold and can start advertising a release date for the game, I have a feeling a chunk of their marketing will be talking about how the game doesn't have skill-based matchmaking and it won't punish you for playing well. Some people think that those who oppose skill-based matchmaking just want to pub stomp on bad players, but I think a lot of us, myself included, just want to be able to hop on the game and not feel like we're playing for $1 million tournament every match, or just want to play with our friends who maybe don't have the highest KD without them feeling like they're being punished for playing with us. XDefiant also has one more massive advantage over Call of Duty, but before I talk about that, I want to take a second and let you guys know that I'm not just a gamer, I'm not just a content creator. I've made music for over 7 years, and I have an instrumental album that's out. If you're a streamer or a content creator, it's completely DMCA safe. I own all the music, so I won't be filing a copyright claim on you, and you're free to use it in your stream, in your videos, or if you just want to listen to some good beats. I'll leave a link to it in the description. It's a completely free way to support the channel. And if you're enjoying the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it and subscribe. Alright, jumping back in, Modern Warfare 3 is getting a ton of heat from fans claiming that they're not paying $70 for what is essentially just an update from Modern Warfare 2. This again leaves the door wide open to pick up all those players who are mad at Call of Duty because XDefiant is going to be a free-to-play game. I'm sure there are a ton of people that would love to support a game that doesn't punish you by putting you in the most sweaty lobbies just because you did well in your last game. Honestly, XDefiant may be so successful that Call of Duty in turn will change their matchmaking. And who knows, maybe we'll even get lucky and they'll bless us by acknowledging that the matchmaking system even exists. I doubt that will ever happen, but if nothing else, Modern Warfare 3 is proof that Call of Duty should not focus on realism. Putting the matchmaking aside, the response to all the other changes that they've made based on fan feedback seem to be pretty positive. If you want to dive deeper into how realism ruins Call of Duty, click here.